Hello everyone and welcome in today's tutorial where I'll be teaching you about member initializer and constant variables. So first of all, what are constant variables? I know about integer variables, string variables, float variables, and so on. But what are constant variables? So constant variables are not a data type, where constant variables are used to define the value of the variable. For example, if we use a constant variable, we are telling our program this is the value of our variable and it cannot be changed. Let's take a look. For example, const int var is equal to 32, and when we console out var, and let's say we have var and we want to set it equal to 43. See, we get an error. We'll get to that as soon as we see the result here in the console. So 34. But let's say we wanted to change its value. It will say local variable const int var equals 34. Expression must be a modifiable value. So the constant variable is not modifiable after we add its value. So here we declare it and we initialize it and we declare it as a constant. So that means the value cannot be changed. But now let's move on to member initializer. What is member initializer? First of all, let's go to the header and let's say we will have a constructor, clap, and we will have a function called print. Perfect. And when we go back to tichlab.cpp, we're going to add our constructor, and let's say we have back here two variables. One is for a regular variable, data for a regular variable, and one is data for a constant variable. As you know, we put variables in the private access modifier. So rec var regular variable const var. Perfect. So when we go back here, let's say we want to pass value. To pass value, we need to add arguments in the parameter. So let's say int reg v and int const v. Simple as that. And let's just add that here. Perfect. So now what we're going to do, oh, I think I am working with a Ogden class because I was just working with one. So now what we're going to do is simply we are not going to write any code in the body of our constructor, and we're going to add value to the regular variable and constant variable. If you're asking yourself, how can we do that? Is that even possible? Well, yes, that's member initializer. When we go here, we only need to add this, nothing else. We only need to add this to our variable. And since we have had that, what we can do now is just write reg var and put reg v inside. And what we can do again is let's put that a const var will be equal to const v. We don't put a semicolon or however it's called. We just do it like this. And you see we don't have an error. What we did is we just added value to our regular variable and constant variable with the member initializer, and we put it between parentheses. So to make sure the regular variable got our value, we are going to add, we're going to initialize the print function. I believe it was called print, and I'm still printing Ognan. Techlab, let's go here. Yeah, it's called print. So simply what we're going to do is see out regular variable is and regvar and fine. And we're going to do the same for the constant constant variable is con const var exactly. And when we go back to our main program, what we can do here is just click anytime we just add an object to our class. For example, here techlab and to, and we need to add two numbers between parameters because we need to define the regular variable and the constant variable. In this situation, 4 and 76. And now when we call print or when we use print in our function, why do I get confused with these names? Now when we run this function, boom, regular variable is 4 and constant variable is 76. That's how we use member initializer. That's how we work with constants, and that's how we can change their value with member initializer. So what I want to tell you is thank you for watching and see you in the next video.